Libra, I'm Ellie with PsychicFuture.com and this is your horoscope from the 2nd to the 8th of July. So you might have noticed that I'm indoors right now, and that is because it is absolutely pouring with rain outside, and it has been for days. And actually this is quite reflective of what's going on in the stars right now, because we've got a lot of inner work to get through. So in particular, what is happening right now is we've got Chiron is moving retrograde. Now Chiron is known as the wounded healer. What this means is it represents in your life the places that you've been hurt the most that then continue to affect you throughout your life. So for you, it's quite important this week to try and have a little think about any places in your past where you might have been trying to please other people at the expense of your own needs. So perhaps this might have been as a child, perhaps you wanted to do something but your parents wanted to do something else, so you kind of just kept quiet and didn't say anything. And actually this is the mark of a good girl or a good boy, and that's a nice thing because you're well behaved and you keep yourself to yourself and you do what your parents want because they're the ones in charge. But actually what this can do is it can signal to you that your own needs aren't as important, and that feeling then continues to affect you throughout your life. So then perhaps when you're a little bit older, with friends or with relationships, you tend to let the other person take the lead and let the other person make the decisions. So it might even be as small as things like when someone says to you, what film do you want to watch? You say, I don't mind, it's up to you. Or when someone says, what takeaway do you want to get? You say, I don't mind, it's up to you. Like this kind of attitude is actually stuffing your own needs down, and while it might make you avoid confrontation in any way, what it actually does is it signals to yourself that your own needs aren't as important as everybody else's, and that can make you feel a little bit low at times actually without you really knowing it. So if you can work on pinpointing any of these moments in your life where you have delegated the decision making to somebody else and let them take the lead and let them make all the decisions, even though you do want something, you just don't want to say, then actually pinpointing these moments and just acknowledging them will trigger this healing and will start to make you feel like you want to notice your own needs and you want to put those out a little bit more. So that's the wounded side of things, and then you've got the flip side, which is the healer. So what this means is once you have started to acknowledge these wounds that you have, you can then go out of your way to help other people with the same wound. So for example, this week, perhaps try to speak up a little bit about your own needs, but also really try and listen to other people's needs, and then maybe try and compromise in the middle. So it might be that at work someone says, well, I think we should do this, and normally you would not say anything and say, yes, okay, that's a great idea. But this week instead you say, actually, no, I think that this is the idea that we should follow, and perhaps maybe we should try and meet in the middle and do a little bit of yours and a little bit of mine. And then what that does is it shows to people that you do have needs and that you are confident enough to say your needs, and in the same respect you're also listening to their needs. So everybody is being accommodated and everybody is getting their way in some respect. So hopefully you can do a little bit of this. It is quite intense digging at times, but the planets will help you. And if you need a little bit of extra help, then the Psychic Future Advisors numbers are in the description below, so you can give them a call and maybe find out a little bit more about your astrology. So have a wonderful week, Libra, and good luck, and I hope to see you next time. Much love.